Got a little bit of a roadblock here on my way home. Let's see how many in the ditch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Bottom half.
Alright, I'm going to try to sandblast some of this. See how this turns out. It's just going to yell at me when it doesn't turn out right though. This little blaster is what we're using. I think we've used it once, maybe twice, ever. I haven't used it in years. A lot of black sand on the floor, but it did kind of work. It's better than it was. Now it's time to attempt the driver's side.
Look right, because it ain't taped up back the way it's supposed to be.
Oh, that's true.
We gotta push that out.
So we're thinking of putting diamond plate where the cardboard is. And if it turns out great, it was my idea. If it turns out horrible, it was Biff's. Oh, shoot. I scribed a line on the back side of this diamond plate for the rocker panel. I'm going to try and bend it. So using the grinder to scribe it also helped weaken it there so I can bend it a little easier. See how this works? Kind of tack that piece in there, and then I made this piece here. It's exactly noon here, and Jeff's on his way out. I'm thinking of doing something like that. Trying to make this pattern a little better, so I kind of got it. But I need to follow this a lot better. I'm not doing a very good job there. Yes, I need to replace this latch. I'll get to that eventually. That's a very rough design of how it's going to look. Plasma cutting time. I'm going to cut out the piece for underneath the driver's door. The diamond plate's underneath. I'm going to cut this out. Yeah, this piece right here. That's what I'm about to cut out. Cover that up. I'm going to score a line along that piece I just cut, about 1 inch, because I need to bend that to fit the cab. So right now, I got this going. Yes, with my pink extension cord. So this is the diamond plate that I was just scoring. I ran this yellow line down, bare line, so I knew how far to put it in this vise, and then I bent it over. You can see it's got a nice curve in it. So that's my body molding demonstration for the day. Do not do what I do. Put that curve in it because this is vertical, and then it angles underneath the cab. So if I can get this up there, it'll fit on there like so, underneath the door. Now it's time to make this piece to go up here. Now I have a pattern from the other side, so hopefully this side will go much quicker. I'll just have to flip it around because I want the diamond plate on the other side. I secured the pattern I'm going to use. This is actually the passenger side, and I'll make the driver's side that goes on the bottom of the door. So I have to have the diamond plate up so it's opposite, so the diamond is underneath here. So this will work out. Now I'm going to trace it with the Sharpie. I clamp my angle iron on as my guide to cut this straight edge along here. Now I'm going to use the sanding disc to clean up these edges that I just plasma cut. This is the edge I'm trying to clean up. And that's the edge I've already cleaned up. I gotta adjust this one a little bit. I don't know where I went wrong. Oh, that fits around the door handle much better. I'll take that. This rocker panel has been tacked in place for a while, so this will be the new floor or step. So I made a little drawing. I took a piece of cardboard, put it on there, stuck a marker up through the bottom here, and tried to trace it out, and that's what I came up with. That's my pattern. This is the piece that I was just trying to make. It's just barely sitting in there. I think I'm going to bring it up a little bit, or maybe I could leave it down there a little for welding. But that's kind of how it's going to look, I think. I thought this was a glorious picture here. That's pretty cool. Beautiful morning. There's kind of an idea of what it's going to look like. Time for the driver's side. I'm going to put the new rocker panel in, cover that, fix this big gaping hole back here. I have the rocker panel kind of welded in, needs to be cleaned up. The weld doesn't look very good at all. Big shocker. Now it's time to put the piece along the door bottom. This piece right here. We'll see what that looks like. Clamped her into place. Time to tack it. This is where I'm at in my body work on this thing. Spent a fair amount of time this week on it. And I just spot welded along the door there and welded the bottom in a little better. Don't look at my welds. But I added this plate and did away with that curve. Just made it straight. This is where I'm at on the driver's side. You can just see I spot welded along it, along the door there. I'm kind of torn. I'm not real happy with how it's turning it out. I mean, it's turning out, I suppose, for a redneck fix, okay. But I'm starting to worry if it's gonna look all right. You know, do I dare justify the amount of money that this? If I go with the high-end paint that this truck came with, it's gonna be. Normally, I don't like to talk money, but it'll be $2,000 for the paint and primer and sealer and clear coat. And I don't know if I can justify spending that kind of money when I fix the rust holes like this. It just, I'm torn, you know. Part of my thinking was I was originally going to do this, spray it with bed liner over the top of it to hide my body work. And I wasn't planning on spending that kind of money on paint. But everything's a different color. And I wanted to go original, and in order to go original paint, that's what you got. You can only buy top of line paint. You can't go with a single stage urethane. And if I'm going through all that trouble, then I need a new bumper for it, because this bumper's been through some tough times apparently. Who knows? I might just paint these chrome. Instead of trying to hide them, accent them. Of course, then I'm going to have to polish the tanks and wheels because they look, well, they haven't been polished in years. Yeah, what to do. I want it to look alright if I'm going to spend that much on it. I just kept getting deeper and deeper. You know, I was just going to fix a little rust and, well, maybe fix the door. And, well, geez, if you're going to do that, you might as well paint the hood, too, so it'll all match. And I just don't know when to quit. Anyway, hope you guys are having a great day. Hey, have a great weekend. Thanks for watching.